All right, let's go ahead and get started on lesson 42. Quick review here. Okay, I've given you 2 spots right here to write your answers for the quick review. And I'm going to talk about the first 4 examples and how I came up with those equations. Remember what an equation is? You're going to use information that you know to write an equation. So you could go ahead and read this, the beginning here. It's just you're gonna read basically what I'm gonna talk about here, but make sure you pay very close attention to what I'm doing here. There are some things that are gonna be unknown when you read these examples. That's what you need to try to figure out, or you need to use variables to help you understand that. So let's read example 1. It says Manny sells math t-shirts for $5 each. So we don't know how many he's selling. All we know is that they're $5 each. So I need to ask myself, what do I need to do to try to figure out how much shirts cost? Well, if it's $5 each, I know that 1 shirt costs $5, 2 shirts cost $10, 3 shirts cost $15, 4 cost $20. This ratio table right here, I made that on my own based on just this first sentence, where it says Manny sells math t-shirts for $5 each. Based on that information right there, I came up with that ratio table. When he sells 1 shirt, it's $5. If he sells 2, it's 10. I don't know how many he's selling. I don't even care how many he's selling, but I know that if he sells 4, that's going to be 20 bucks. If he sells 3, that's $15. How do I know that when he sells 4, it's going to be 20? Because each shirt costs $5, and I know that 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 5 is 10. X is always on the left, Y is always on the right. In this problem, it says let T represent the total number of t-shirts sold. So these are the shirts being sold here. So instead of an X, now that's going to be T. Then it says write an equation that represents the total amount of money. So the amount of money that he makes is going to be represented by the letter D. D, not Y anymore. So now I need to come up with an equation that talks about this table here, which is D equals 5T. D is the money he's making. So he's going to make however many t-shirts he sells times 5. So if he sells 4 t-shirts, you put a 4 right here where T is, and that'd be 5 times 4, and that would give him how much money he's making. All right, that's example 1. Example 2, Emily studies for 40 minutes after lunch. All right, cool. She studied for 40 minutes. She studies X more minutes that evening. We don't know how much more. We just know it's X more. X more minutes that evening. Write an equation that represents the total number of minutes. So the number of minutes is Y that Emily studied for the science exam. Well, all I know is that she studied 40 minutes, then she studied X more minutes. I don't know how much X is. We're going to call it X. We don't know. Doesn't matter. So Y is the total number of minutes that she studied, and that's going to be 40 plus X. So if Emily, we go and ask Emily, hey Emily, how many more minutes did you study that evening? And she says 30. Okay, so what would we put in for this X? We put in 30. So then we put 40 plus 30. Well, Y is going to be the total number of minutes she studied, and 40 plus 30 would be 70. So she studied for 70 minutes, but we don't know what that is. We're going to write an equation that would help us figure that out. Because we could go ask Emily, and she could say, man, I studied for 90 minutes. Okay, where X is, put 90. 90 plus 40. There you go.